Why, hello there. Welcome to my little channel here on the interwebs. That's right. We have some updates to Gabby Petito. I mean, I really don't want to cover this story because it's very sad, but the show must go on, and it's the only thing that's been occupying my time here lately because I want to know what's going on. It's a very bizarre story to say at least. But let's start off with my Twitter poll. Did the boyfriend kill Gabby? Hashtag man life. Hashtag murder. It's currently at 71 votes with 98.6% saying yes. But of course, we also have the update that the coronary report or the autopsy is almost complete. Autopsy results have confirmed the remains found on Sunday in the Bridger-Teton National Forest are those of Gabby Petito, a 22-year-old woman who disappeared while on a trip exploring national parks with her fiance, according to the FBI in Denver. FBI tweeted that Teton County Coroner Dr. Brent Blue ruled the death a homicide in the primary findings. The cause of death remains pending final autopsy results. Now remember, homicide doesn't necessarily mean murder. It just means it's death by a human. So we don't know exactly what's going on. I think we have an idea, our gut feeling, but we must keep an open mind. So we have to keep an open mind in case new findings or new information comes up that we're able to change our opinion or change our stances on this. The cause of death remains pending final autopsy results, the FBI says, while saying Potato's fiance, Brian Laundrie, is a person of interest. I mean, is he really a person of interest at this point? And that's what I mean, that we have to keep an open mind. He is still a person of interest, even though he's probably a suspect at this point in time, but we must keep an open mind to the possibility that there's something else at play here. Anyone with information concerning Mr. Laundrie roles in this matter or his current whereabouts should contact the FBI Special Agent in Charge, Michael Schneider said. Before Potato disappeared while on cross-country van trip with her fiance, her conversations with her mother appeared to reveal that Potato had more and more tension with Laundrie. A police affidavit for the search warrant indicates affidavit filed by the Florida police last week offers new insight into what the investigation have gleaned as they try to determine not only what happened to Gabby, but also the current whereabouts of the fiance who returned to Florida this month without her. Of course, we got the CBS News. A body discovered in Wyoming has been identified as Gabby, a 20-year-old who was reported missing earlier this month. The FBI field office Denver announced Tuesday the initial manner of the death had ruled a homicide, but the cause of death remains pending a final autopsy results. Pretty much confirming the other story. And of course, news release U.S. Department of Justice, Federal Bureau Investigation, Denver Division, referring to the case, investigators of the FBI. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Investigators from the FBI Denver field office at this Wyoming residence agency at the National Park Services, U.S. Forest Services, Teton County Sheriff Office, Teton County Search and Rescue, and Jackson Police Department participated in the search for evidence in the remote area of Grand Teton National Park on Sunday, September 19, 2021. Human remains were located and recovered consistent with the description of Gabby Petita. I'm just going to say Gabby. The remains that were transported to the Teton County Coroner Office for forensic examinations confirmed identity, determined the manner of cause of death. Tinton County Dr. Brent Blue confirmed the remains of those of Gabrielle, date birth March 19, 1999. Coroner Blue initially determined that the manner of death is homicide and the cause of death remains pending final autopsy results. The FBI is committed to the justice at the forefront of each and every investigation, unless it's your United States gymnastic team. Then, yeah, who cares, right? I'm getting off topic here. Said FBI Denver Special Agent in Charge, Michael Schnatter. The FBI and our partners remain dedicated to ensuring anyone responsible for or complicit for Mrs. Gabby's death to be held accountable for their actions. Mr. Brian Laundrie has been named a person of interest. Anyone with information concerning his role into the matter and his current whereabouts. Let's see here. Forensic search has concluded that the Spread Creek dispense camping area and law enforcement have released the area. The FBI is seeking information from anyone who utilized the area between the dates of August 27th through the 30th, who may have contact with Miss Gabby or Mr. Laundrie, who may have seen their vehicle, yada yada yada. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not going to say that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, as in making sure that we identify the right person. Unfortunately, our gut and everything that was deemed to be in our gut feeling is true, that this body was indeed Gabby. But here comes the other part of my title here, which is ultimately disgusting. MSNBC Joy Reid dismissed the focus on Gabby case as missing woman syndrome. How does this person still have a job? That's the most insensitive thing that someone could say. Oh, everybody's focused on this because it's just missing white woman syndrome. There's a life that got snubbed, a life that is no longer with us, a future that was robbed. And you want to just dismiss this as white woman syndrome? How does she still have a job? That's why I want to know. This isn't the first time she's mentioned some racist things. I'm trying not to swear. And of course, we got this person here. The sad thing is, she's not wrong. There's been over 700 missing person cases in Wyoming in the last 10 years. Mostly Native American girls. You have not heard of one of them. Now, I've seen this post from various groups worded differently, and I can't be mad because there's injustice in this world that must see justice. And yes, I am not dismissing the 700 missing people cases in Wyoming and the thousands of other cases that do not get national news. Here's my issue with Reid and her comment about insensitive missing white woman syndrome, where we only focus on white women because they have blonde hair, blue eyes, and are young. She has a platform. She has a platform and chooses not to use her platform. Now, to her credit, she did have like a little special, I guess, a couple of days ago, going over the 700 missing people or the cases within Wyoming. I don't know if it was Wyoming, but of other people of non-white, non-blonde hair, blue-eyed people. So to her credit, she is kind of putting her mouth where her money is, or money where her mouth is, and actually making an attempt. So to her credit, she is making an attempt to shed a line. But just to say that our fascination with this is just missing white woman syndrome is because the media chooses to run this story. That's right, the media. The media that she is a part of, the machine that she is part of, chooses not to report on other missing people of color, or people of color that are missing. And she wants to hold us responsible for being intrigued when the media is promoting this, her own channel is promoting this. She may not be promoting this, but her own channel, Fox, CBS, CNN, they're all reporting on this, and we're all fascinated about this because that's the news that's being reported to us. I implore all the news media to stop just reporting on the missing white women syndrome and actually report news. Report every single missing member of our society so they can see justice, or their family members can get closure, knowing where their maybe their parents, their family, their daughters, their sons, regardless of the skin tone, regardless of sex or gender, that they could have at least closure. So instead of highlighting an issue, be part of the solution and be better. That's all I gotta say about Joy Reid. I'm not a big fan of her. The more and more snippets I hear from her, I cannot believe she still has a job along with Don Lemon. Yeah, here's a. I think this one pretty much describes it. Black Lives Matter so much to Joy Reid and Don Lemon. Why don't they ever report on black and black crime that happens every day in Democrat controlled cities? Not just Democrat controlled cities, just in everyday life. The black on black crime is definitely an issue. The black on Asian crime is definitely an issue. Pretty much crime, regardless, is an issue, regardless who does it. But yet they want to focus. They want to continue to divide us as a nation, and I just cannot tolerate that. And I do hope that we do find Brian Laundrie. Hopefully he is alive. I'm hoping that we get answers. Not just we get answers. The family gets answers. The family could get closure of what happened to their daughter. That's more importantly. I don't care if I get the answers. As long as the family can get closure of their daughter, to figure out why this happened, what led this to happen, what happened. Hopefully they could get those answers so they could get closures. I don't care if I get answers. I'm not personally invested other than this is something I'm just paying attention to. But I do hope justice is served, and I do hope certain questions do get answered, and I do hope the family members of Gabby gets those answers and get some sense of closure. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. Smash the like and subscribe button. Make sure that we don't fall into the trap of being racism, saying what about this or what about ism. And just be kind to everybody else and have an open mind. Let the information to determine your opinion. And if there is information that changes your opinion, be open to it because we don't know what went down. All we have is about an hour and a half body cam, alleged phone call of someone reporting that he was slapping her. There's a lot that we don't know other than the fact that there was a phone call, a traffic stop, and a body found, and this person acting very suspiciously, or what we wouldn't consider suspiciously. We don't know if someone else killed her. He found her. He freaked out, ran home, said his goodbyes to his parents, and went to the Evergreens to kill himself because he was feeling regret that he lost the love of his life. We don't know. And that's the thing. We don't know. With that being said, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.